This is Questions for Designers. I'm your host, Max Beach, and we are here at IDC 2026. We're here throughout the conference having short conversations with speakers, attendees, and organizers centered around our conference themes. We also have a question of the day booth where anyone can stop by and share their perspective. Short conversations, different perspectives, questions for designers. Who are you and what brings you to IDC?
Yeah, my name is Young Lee. I'm working for the company Dexcom based in San Diego, and I'm part of the global product design team. And I do industrial design. And since I became a member of the IDSA since back in 2010, I've been attending almost every conference every year. So I really like this conference. This is one of my favorite the conferences because I connect with lots of people, great designers, speaker, even networking with the different designers with different perspectives. So those, yeah.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. And you were actually part of the planning committee for this conference. What are you most excited to see happen here?
I really want to see how attendees react to the overall experience, right? Because as a planning committee, we spend lots of time, I think more than 6 months or 8 months, working together, talk about and thinking about the everything about the conference, including like speakers, overall experience, how this thing is going to be work. So now is a chance for the audience, attendees to react to everything we just put together. So.
That's great. That's great. So the theme for the conference is authenticity, and one of the things we're doing every day is a theme for each day, and today is communities. What do you think authenticity is important about building a strong community?
Yes, because designings keep changing. New technology comes up every day. So I think it's important for us to connect each other, sharing ideas, sharing what you're experiencing together, and then connected with the strong community like this IDSA, so we can have more insight and more conversation about the design, what things have changed. So that's that's how I think about authenticity.
That's great. That's great. How does coming to a conference like this help build your community?
Yeah, because it's not conference happening every day or every month. It's once a year. So it's great to see designers from everywhere in the one same place, to sharing the different perspective, different ideas. That's the reason I really like this the conference.
That's great. That's great. Thank you for sharing your time with us today, and appreciate all of your efforts in putting on this conference.
Yeah, thank you.
Who are you, what do you do, and what brings you to IDC?
Owen Foster. I'm the chair of design at SCAD Atlanta. Been in education for about 20 years, design 30, getting old. And we come to these things, one, to help the students, two, to hook up with friends, because I know the industry, and three, what's next? And so we constantly are looking for what can we bring into the classroom, how can education challenge industry, and plus I'm still a consultant, so I want to keep up with the industry as well.
Sure, absolutely. What does building a strong design community mean to you?
All right, so for me, community, and that's one thing that I really try to do with my programs and also with the community, is no one does this alone. You don't go through life alone. You have a family, you have a community, you have a neighborhood, and those are the people that allow you to grow the most, right? And so design community has to do the same thing. We can't be in isolation, we can't be in silos, and if we're wanting to really push forward and have design actually transform and teach people how to think again, we have to have the community and culture within our own groups, right, in our own industry, to be able to do that for the world.
Excellent. You build and foster communities within your own classroom. What do you see the role as a instructor or the design education in building those communities?
So, got two worlds, right? before marriage, while married. So before marriage is, I was there till 2 or 3 every morning, every day with my students, because I wanted them to see, even though I gave you impossible tasks, I was there with you. So we built this bond, we built this like community of, you worked hard, but you lifted everyone around you. I can't be there as much because my wife said, I have to come home, but I still am there all times, every day, all day, because I can't ask a student to do something when they don't trust that I would do it with them. And so that's how we build a culture of, we're all together, and I want to make sure that when they look back and they have my classes or in my programs, that we gave them every opportunity to grow, not just as a designer, but as a young adult, that they can possibly be. And so that's, I think you have to build the trust first.
So what are some of the techniques, since you actually have to shift from being there all the time to letting them know that you are there for them, but you're not there physically all the time? What are some of the techniques you use?
So now that I've gotten to where I have to be at home more, I set up certain touch points and I allow them to work on their own, fail on their own, because that's where you're going to learn the most from failure. But then I'm there to rebound the next day or over the weekend, or I'll come in at late hours just to check to see who's working. And so even though I'm not there 24 anymore, they never know when I'm going to be there all the time. So it's like, oh, he might show up tonight.
So you might be there all the time.
But they know that I will have scheduled times throughout the week and even the weekends, that if they are struggling as a group or whatever, I'm there for them. And then another thing is, a lot of the midnight to 2 in the morning conversations are not about design. It's about life. Right? And so a lot of these students need that uncle. That's why I'm nicknamed Uncle Owen. Because they have to have someone to vent to. They have to have someone to talk with, because if you're an international student and your parents are halfway around the world, you don't have that outlet. You don't have that support. And so it's not fair to them. So I'm always...
So is that what you mean when you say building a culture behind, rather than just the connection? It's a culture.
It can't be just a class. It can't be just a program. It has to be a lifestyle.
Great. Is there anything you're looking forward to getting from the conference or seeing while you're here?
Actually, funny that you ask. One of my old mentees is now on stage.
That's awesome.
I get to harass him afterwards going, oh, you missed this, you missed this, you missed this, right? But as I've gotten older, some of my former students are now professors. Some of my former students are now mentors of their own mentees. And I think coming here, seeing them as professionals, seeing them as the young generation coming through, I think that's what excites me the most.
That's awesome. I think beyond our obvious visual similarity, I think we share some design journey story here.
Nice.
So Owen, great to meet you. Thank
nice
you
meeting you.
Welcome. Who are you? What do you do? And what brings you to IDC 2026?
So I'm Kevin. This year I'm the chair for the IDC conference, and at my day job I'm at the College for Creative Studies, and I do a lot of things there, but the main headlines are business coaching with the local community, helping to develop strategy for the college, and researching and building partnerships around the world in other businesses. Great.
So suffice it to say, you build communities. That is kind of your job. Obviously a passion. What did it mean to you to bring the theme of community into this conference?
It is so cool to see how real this already has become. We're just starting. We've just been here for really a few hours, but you can already tell that the vibe is right where we hoped it would be. As a planning committee, we were looking for authenticity, not performance art, not gloss, not the usual techno-focused storytelling, but really focus on people, and that's coming through already.
What are you seeing that stands out as genuine authenticity, or the differences you're seeing?
One of the things that's really cool to see is some of the new faces that are presenting here for the first time. I was just popping in on one of the sessions. This is a speaker who's, it's her first IDC, and she's coming from afar, and the room is completely packed. And I'm like,
that's great.
This is such a great validation for somebody who's just starting at the early part of their career to have an audience here. That's
great. That's great. What are you seeing is needed in the upcoming years when we are looking at all of these technological advancements, but also the need for human connection?
Sure. I think that technology has always raised the bar for what it means to design and the role that we play in it, and now more than ever we're in a time where the humanity that we embody, the leadership that we can take, the vision that we bring is going to be the deciding difference in any meaningful product or experience. It's always going to come down to the quality of the human leadership in it. Because the technical execution can always do so much, but it can never replace who we are.
Very well said, very well said. What are you looking forward to for the rest of the week here?
Just a lot of great conversations. You can already see it's happening. Just in the last few hours, I can tell that people are getting to know each other. They're getting to have conversations. They're meeting people from other professions, other backgrounds, other places around the world, and those are the kinds of things that help to define careers.
Excellent. Well, Kevin, thank you for this conversation, and I appreciate you answering questions for designers.
For sure. Thanks, Max. Thanks for everything you do.
Absolutely.